video, I will discuss about introduction. It consists of 4 definitions, which is law, democracy, morality, and human rights. So what is law? In society, law are rules that guide behavior and protect justice. They are made by the government to keep order and ensure fairness. Without law, society will be chaotic and unsafe. Law helps people live peacefully by setting clear rules and consequences. So, what about democracy? Democracy means the power of the people. It is a way of governing based on the people's will. In a democracy, the people have the right to choose their leaders and help decide law and policy. Simply put, democracy means rule by the people. For example, Malaysia. Malaysia is known as a democratic country. People vote to elect their representative in the parliament. Let's move on to morality. Morality is a set of rules or values that guide how people behave. It came from society, religions, or personal belief. But it is not the same as religion. Morality helps people to know what is right and what is wrong. It also helps to shape how they treat others. It ensures fairness and justice in society. Morality is often shaped by the culture, family, education, and even personal experience. Lastly, human rights. Human rights are the basic rules that focus on fairness and equality for everyone. They are based on the idea that every person has value and should be treated with respect. Human rights give people freedom to make choices and also live without fear, discrimination, or harms. Human rights help keep peace and fairness in society. Without human rights, people would suffer and have no voice to speak out and face many problems. As an example, limited freedom of race, religion, and many more.
Today, I'd like to explain how law and morality work together to protect human rights. First of all, law gives structure and enforcement. Without law, human right might just stay as an idea. For example, if there is no legal system to back them up, people can still be harmed without consequences. Second, morality gives those law meaning. It is the sense of right and wrong we carry in society. Morality is what tells us why certain right matter. Third, in situation, moral change happen first before legal reform. Good example is the civil rights movement. People protest based on moral value before the world changed. Four, morality alone is enough because it cannot be enforced. But law without morality, that's dangerous. It can be used to justify injustice. And finally, we need balance. Both law and morality must work together. That's the only way we can truly protect human rights in a fair and meaningful way. Now let's look specifically at the role of law in human rights. First, the law establishes rights and duties clearly. These are written into constitution, act, and regulation, so everyone knows where they stand. Second, the law protects people. If someone's rights are violated, they can go to court and action can be taken. Third, law set clear boundaries for institution and government. It stops abuse of power by defining limits. And four, law builds formal systems like court and tribunals to enforce those rights. Without this, there is no real justice system. Five, it ensures predictability. People know what to expect because the law is written, not just verbal or emotion. And lastly, the law gives us a peaceful and structured way to resolve dispute. Instead of violence or chaos, there are procedures. That one of the most important role law play in human rights protection. Law is the shield, morality is the heartbeat. Thank you.
Today, we will discuss, can the legal system protect human rights without morality? Before that, we should know what is legal system. The legal system is the framework of rules, procedures, and institutions that a community uses to interpret and enforce their law system. So, can legal system protect human rights without morality? The answer is no, because it will create the morality that can be unjust. The morality that can be unfair will make some group feel the injustice and discrimination that happens to them. For example, the certain labor law of the Jim Crow era that aimed to motivate labor law were to restrict the movement of black workers and increase their wages. This law protected white supremacy, separating blacks and whites in public places such as schools, homes, and workplaces. First of all, the law was promoted as separate but equal, but they lead to enormous educational, economic, and social disadvantages for African Americans.
So let's start with case study 1. Case study 1 is about Canada. The moral values of Canada is egalitarianism. Egalitarianism is a belief that all people are equal and no one should be treated unfairly based on identity and background. So, how does these moral values of Canadian society influence their understanding of human rights? These values encourage people to demand a fairer system. Creation of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom in 1982. This charter protects freedoms like speech, religion, and equality. After that, this law was formed because of public pressure in early 1982, demanding to create fairer government, democratic, and protect the rights of all people. Values such as empathy, social justice, and equality causing society to push the government to create an official document that protects the right of all people. So let's jump to case study 2. Case study 2 is about South Korea. The moral values of Korean is Confucianism. These values emphasize social relationship and hierarchical order, emphasizing the value of education, respect for elders, and collective responsibility over individual freedom. So, how does these values influence their understanding of human rights? This value influence their understanding of human rights by prioritizing respect, harmony, and collective responsibility. The Korean people stood up together to make a protest and demand for change because of the desire for democracy, freedoms, and human rights. This happened because of Gwangju protests in 1880. The 1887 Democratic Constitution has made reformation after the Gwangju protests.
In summary, law and morality are both essential in shaping protecting human rights in a democracy. While law provides the formal rules and enforcement mechanism, morality offers the ethical foundation that defines what is just, fair, and human. A legal system without moral guidance may follow the procedure but fail to uphold justice or human dignity. Therefore, true protection of human rights requires law that are informed by moral principles, ensuring that justice is not only legal but also ethical. In a democratic society, this balance is key to safeguarding the rights and freedoms of all individuals.